Okay, now we can start to install the printhead on the printer. Before we install the printhead, we must prepare the printhead. We call TH5241 model, 3 printhead, white color and varnish. And we must prepare the screwdriver, 3 different kinds of screwdriver, a screw for each. And we prepare the screwdriver, the short one and the long one. And also we prepare the printhead cable to connect printhead with the carriage board. So after we prepare all the spare parts, we can start to install the printhead. Before we install printhead, we must be sure the machine is power off. No power, no any power to the machine. Must power off the machine before you install the printhead. Otherwise, it will be a short the printhead. So we can see here have 1, 2, 3 printhead adapter board. These 3 adapter boards all are installed already to prevent loss or missing during delivery. So once we get it, we need to take it out. We find out the long screwdriver and we loosen the screw of the printhead adapter board. And please be careful, the top of the screwdriver will not damage the cable or tuber. Just be careful. Before we remove the adapter board, we can see the adapter board is at the middle of the position at X and Y, horizontal and vertical. So when we install back the printhead, we also must be sure this adapter board is at the middle of the board. Okay, so after we loosen all the 4 screws of the bad board, we can take out the board. So from the board, we must pay attention that the front screw is at the left, and the small screw is at the right. If we install by this way, then it's wrong position. Must be this way. And also there have 4 screws to lock. We need to loosen it. And also we have the backup screw on the package. we take it out, remove the screw for insert print head like this. So after we remove the screw for each adapter board, then we can start to install print head. So first we open the brand new Rico print head package. Be careful, don't damage the printer. We take out print head. Be carefully. Then we can see the brand new print head package as this. So remove the cover. So remove the cover and take out print head. So we open the package and we take out print head carefully. And here is the plastic. Here is the plastic cover to protect print head. This is print surface. Do not touch the surface by your finger or any hard material. Before we install, we must put the back. Then we install the print head cable first. Here have two print head cable port. We take it out. The rubber. We remove two of them. So then we find out the small print head cable is smaller. They have two print head cable for installed print head. Bigger one and small one. The bigger one is installed on the top. The small one is installed on the bottom of the print head. So first, we install the small one. We put the print head cable, go through the rubber, like this. This rubber is for protect the ink goes through to the print head. And we can see the pin is at downside, so we must install print head by this way. We up this printed surface, this print head, the ink toward, and we put the print head cable flat, and then plug inside. Be careful to not damage the pin. And it must flat, and also the pin must be sure the pin is not damaged before you plug in. After that, we install back the fast ring. Then we install the bigger one. Also, we need to find the brand new head cable. Be sure all the pin is not damaged, is flat and not scratched, no dirty, no liquid. Then we also use the cable to go through the rubber. And we install on the top of the port here, and we put printhead by this way. And install back the cable. Make sure it's flat, no damage. If the cable is damaged, then you need to change a new one. Then we install the bigger one, big printhead cable. We also find the rubber and make the cable go through to the rubber. And then we install the cable to the port. It's flat, no damage, the pin and flat. Then we install back the rubber ring. Like this. So the cable is connected where? Okay, so after that, we put the printhead toward like this, and we take out the top cover. Be careful, not damage the printhead surface. We take out the cover. Then we find out the adapter board. Please be careful. We must install printhead like this. So we can see the 2 screws at front and the 2 screws at back side. Then we use a short screwdriver. First, we install the red screw. Make the screw flat, then fasten it. First, do not fasten too much, just a little bit. Then, we cannot install this one right now. We must install the angle way, this one first. So, we find another bigger, with bigger cap. This screw with bigger cap. This small cap, this bigger cap. We find a bigger cap screw, go this position at the left. Also not too tighten, a little bit. Then we find a small cap screw to install on the back side, right position. not too tighten, a little bit. Then we find the big cap screw, and we install on the front left. So the procedure is 1, 2, step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. That means we install print head by the close way. Then we fasten, first fasten this one, not too tighten. Otherwise we are easy to damage print head. Then we lock, fasten this one, and then this one, and then this one by the close way. After we install the print head with the adapter board, then we install back the print head to the adapter board. Before we install it, we put the screw for each hole. This hole is bigger than the screw. It's used for we do the calibration for vertical and horizontal to have enough space. Okay, so after we put 4 screws, then we put the print head to the adapter position. And we lock the screw. We use the long screwdriver to lock it. Please, if you think it's very hard to lock the screw, then maybe you're missing the thread. So you need to remove out and lock again. So first we lock this screw, then we go to lock the closed position. We must be sure, adjust to be sure the print head is at the vertical and horizontal middle of the hole. Then we install this one. And then we fasten the last one. And right now we don't need to fasten too much because later we need to do the calibration of the print head position. Then after we lock it, we just make a little bit fasten for each, also by the angle way to lock a little bit fasten. So after we make sure it's fastened, not shaking, then we connect the print head cable. This step is very important because if you connect the wrong print head cable, it will easy to short the print head and short the electricity system. Before we connect the print head cable to the print board, we must be sure it is no power, the machine is power off. So first, we find out that this 2 cable, we named this one is up, down. When we go to the top of the carriage, we can see there are 4 ports of the print head port. Okay, so when we open the cover of the carriage, we can see this is the carriage board. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 ports for 4 printhead configuration. So this one is empty. 1, 2 is empty right now. If you install with 3 printheads, so we keep this one is empty. And at the left bottom, this 2 is for connect the color printhead. It's go to the backside this port, this printhead. And when we go to the right side of the carriage board, 1, 2, these 2 cable is to connect with the first printhead, white printhead, white color varnish. So this white printhead connects to the right bottom side 2 cable, and the right top 2 cable is for connect to the last varnish printhead 2 cable. And when we enlarge the picture, the port, we can see each port have 1 short, 1 bigger plug. So also the cable from the printhead have 2 ports, short, 1 small and a bigger. So connect the same position by small and bigger. So let's say this one, first one is the white printhead, white color varnish. So we take white printhead for example. The white printhead have 2 cable, top, bottom, and the top. So first we install the bottom printhead. The bottom printhead is this one, bottom printhead cable. We go through from the back side. And we connect to this port, color white varnish. Again, 2 color for color, 2 for white, 2 for varnish. These 2 empty. And this is short, this is a small one. So the pin is go to backside. We connect by this way. And also we check the pin, be sure it's no damage, it's flat, clean without scratch or dirty. Then we connect to the carriage board. And then we install the top printhead cable. This is the top for the white printhead. And then also we go through by the same position from the carriage. And also check the pin before we connect. And the pin go to backside. If the pin is broken, you need to change a new printhead cable. If the pin is get dirty, you need to use the eraser to wipe, make it clean. We must make sure the cable is connect where. Must make sure it's flat, no damage. All the pins are connect where. Like this, and I put a little bit back to the bottom, because later we need to make the cover on the top. So this is for the connection procedure for the white printhead, and also we install the color and varnish printhead by the same way. So The number 2 printhead is for color printhead. We install on this port. And varnish printhead we install on this port. And we keep these two empty. Okay, so we start to install the color printhead. We also installed the printhead by the same way. Then we first connect the button cable. And also we by the same way to go through from the backside of the sub-ink tank. So this is the button cable. And if we go to this port, the first one is for color printhead. And the top cable for color printhead. Be sure, pay attention to that the cable will not damage the tube inside. And this is for connect to this port. The right, the left button. The pin go to backside. And also make sure it's flat. No damage to the pin. Like this. So this two is for color printhead. Then we install the varnish printhead. First also button cable. We go from the backside of the tank. We go to this port, the red top, first one. Then we go to the bottom of the top of the varnish printhead cable, this cable. Make sure it's flat, the cable is not damaged. Then we go to the red top number 2. And push back a little bit. Okay, so this cable all connect where? Color, white, varnish. At the bottom is white, color, varnish. And then we put the tube, connect tube for each port, like this. 1 divide to 2, connect to these 2 ports, plug on the printhead. And the white sub-ink tank number 2 also go to the red 2 plug. So these 2 cable is for white ink tank, and this one is for black. Connect to the port, black. And this one is for cyan. And this one is for magenta. So from the printhead is black, cyan, magenta, yellow. So K, C, M, Y. K, C, M, Y. Like this. And the last two is 2 channel divided to 4, connect to the varnish printhead like this. So we connect the ink tuber for each. Make sure it's not loosened. It's fastened for each. And also, then we check all the top flush end is closed. Make sure it's closed, without loosen. Also, if bottom half must close. Some ink tubers, some ink tank have 2 channels. Some ink tank have 1 channel. That's dependent on your configuration of your printhead. So if you have one printhead for color, if you have only one printhead for color printhead, so you will have only one switch, one channel for ink channel for KCMY for each. So if we have 2 printhead configuration for color printhead, so you will have 2 channels for each color ink tank. So we install, check the block, the clip is closed, and also all the clip is closed, not loosened. And all the switch must go to this position, go to the down position. The switch go to down position, like this. So then we find out the range, especially for the metal ink tank. So now let me introduce the 3-way value for what you're using. The value if put by this way, the toward to down position means off, is switch off. That means there will no ink go to the tuber, no ink go to the printhead. It's closed. The tuber is closed. If you adjust the switch by this way, flat, go to right side. If you go to right side, that means the ink will go through from the ink tank to the tuber, then go to printhead. It's for open to go through. So go right is for open, go down is for close. And if you go to upward, go up, that means the ink will go through from here, then go through the value, then go to the tuber, then go to printhead. So by this way, we can open the block and we can use the injection to flush or do some cleaning procedure. But we do not recommend you to do the head cleaning by this way, especially for your printhead get heavy clock. So this is for maintenance, for heavy cleaning, for heavy clock. And or sometimes it's used for change the ink, to flush the ink from the tuber to printhead. And when we go the left side by this way, that means the ink will go through from here, then go through the ink tuber, then go to the ink tank. So by this way, we can pour ink out from the ink tank to the injection to pour it out. And by this way, also, there's no ink go to the printhead. So this method, by this way, is used for clean the ink tank or change the ink. But also before you change the ink, you need to take out all the ink, remove all the ink from the ink tank at the bottom of the machine. So in one word, by this way is for change the ink, exchange ink. But this way is for clean the printhead. And by this way is for normal printing. normal printing. But this way is for close. And the close is used for you are not using the machine, and to prevent every day after you print, you need to close like this way to prevent the ink dropping down to the flash to waste the ink for safety. Okay, so this is the value instruction, and also printhead cable, printhead tuber connection. Thank you.